Hi, everybody. It's your old friend Karma again. Welcome to episode 23 of My Life Stories. As I mentioned in a previous video, May is National Pet Month, and July 27th to August 3rd is National Feed a Rescue Pet Week. In preparation for National Pet Month, I'm going to do a compilation video of all my pet stories for May. So get yourself a drink, sit back, relax, and I will begin with today's story. The name of this story is The Mighty Mighty Thrawn. Today's video has been sponsored by Pop's Trading Post. A link to Pop's Trading Post has been listed below. I have a very good friend who has become a strong father figure in my life. He even calls me his daughter. About a year and a half ago, he started feeding a neighborhood cat. He wasn't sure if she was a stray or just stopped by in the evenings for a meal and some quiet time. But he has a soft heart for strays, both animal and human. When he first took an interest in my life and improving it, he joked that the cat was what had prepared him for me. At the end of last year, the cat stopped showing up each evening for dinner for a few days. He kept putting food out and calling her, but all to no avail. When she did show back up, she was badly limping and unable to put any weight on one paw. He and his sister quickly made the decision that if the cat did in fact have owners, they were not taking care of her. They borrowed a trap from the Humane Society, and on January the 1st, they caught her. The next day, the vet confirmed the cat had injuries consistent with being attacked by another animal. Her leg was broken, and amputation was recommended. However, nothing could be done until after the kittens were born. My friend and his sister were shocked. Mama Cat only weighed 6.5 pounds, but was estimated at being due in 12 to 14 days. They took Mama home with a bandaged leg and set her up in a spare bedroom. 3 days later, January the 5th, Mama gave birth. I was awoken in the morning by a phone call letting me know the kittens were being born prematurely. The stress of the pain, being caught, and in an unfamiliar situation all combined to cause an early delivery. One kitten was stillborn, but the other 3 were under the care of their mother, and we hoped all was well. Unfortunately, one kitten passed during the night of the 6th and was discovered the next morning. My friend let me know and said he was not sure if Mama was caring for them. Meanwhile, he got very sick that day. I called his sister and said I was worried about the kittens, so she and I got there as quickly as we could. Mama was not in with the kittens, and of the 2 remaining, one was cold to the touch. I tried to warm them up while kitten formula and a syringe was acquired, but the one that was cold was too weak to eat. The last one, a little ginger, ate a full serving of food. With Mama Cat showing no desire or intention to care for the remaining kitten, it came home with me that night, at 2.5 days old. I bottle fed it every 2 hours, night and day. It was one of the most stressful things I have ever done in my life. The lack of solid sleep, plus the fear every time I opened the homemade kitten incubator that it would be gone, made for a nerve-wracking time. I spent all of my free time researching how to keep a bottle-fed kitten alive. I quickly learned all kinds of things, such as kittens cannot produce their own body heat until they are a few weeks old. They have to be kept constantly warm until then. They also cannot urinate or defecate on their own, and so the little one had to be stimulated after every feeding with a damp cotton ball. I also had many people telling me not to expect the kitten to make it. The odds were very, very stacked against us. Over time, I fell into a rhythm with the kitten, and my friends helped on weekends to give me a break so I could try and get some solid sleep. As the kitten grew and feedings became more spaced out, it became easier. Right around that time, I was also faced with losing my elderly dog to cancer. If the kitten had not come into my life when it did, that would have been even more devastating. It was a solid blow to me, but as someone who lived and works alone, coming home to an empty apartment would have been even harder. Instead, I knew I had a tiny cat who depended on me for everything. So I focused all of my energy there rather than let myself fall apart. The kitten is 9 weeks old now and doing wonderful. You would never know it had such a rocky start to life. The vet believes it to be a girl, but as with many kittens, that is still a little up in the air. It is deeply attached to me. It greets me at the door and follows me around the apartment. The vet was extremely pleased at our last appointment and said we could not have hoped for a better result. Many people have told me I did an amazing job for saving the kitten's life, but without it, I know I would be in a really dark place. I'm thankful that it came into my life when it did. We were both exactly what the other needed. She didn't mention it in the story, but she named the kitten Thrawn. I refer to it as the mighty, mighty Thrawn because of all the obstacles it had to overcome just to stay alive. I had been following the story in the author's Facebook page, and I'm so delighted that she gave me permission to feature Thrawn's story in this video. For those of you that are curious, Grand Admiral Thrawn is a character in the Star Wars franchise. He's an Imperial military commander who has taken control of the Galactic Empire's remaining forces 5 years after the events in The Return of the Jedi. For additional information, you can Google or Wikipedia his name. People who rescue animals hold a special place in my heart. You have to be an empathetic person to rescue a little creature who needs help. And just think, how would you feel if you were in a world where you didn't understand anything that was happening, were trying to survive, but the odds were stacked against you? Then one person in this cold and unfeeling world saved you and made sure you had everything that you needed to survive. Wouldn't you adore that person and love them with your whole heart? To anyone who has ever rescued a pet, no matter what kind, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please leave 3 heart emojis in the comment section to show your support to the author and rescuer of Thrawn. If you would like to follow the Facebook page and Thrawn's progress, please leave a comment, and with the author's permission, I will send it to you. If you would like your story read on my channel, please submit your story to karma@karmagetin.com or post to you/Karmagetin on Reddit. All stories will be read anonymously with either initials, descriptions, or pseudonames only. Thank you again, Pop's Trading Post, for sponsoring this video. If you would like to place an order through Pop's Trading Post, please use discount code Karmagetin, all caps, for a 20% discount at checkout. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, feel free to share with anyone, and subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications regarding any of my new videos that come out. Well, that's my video for today. And remember, do something nice today. Help me change the world.
It's not their turn, it's my turn to shine. Like the rays of the sunlight reaching out my arms.
Catch you next Tuesday. Have a wonderful day and night, and I will see you later.